Everything is born from the Spirit. Now, I believe that when I gave you that little finger touch where I showed you where the second feet were, remember? That everyone here has mediumship. Now, the time of what nature that mediumship is to be found out by your course of study and your unfoldment to guide you. I believe that cooks, domestics, are mediums. I believe that every person with a talent of anything receives visions. John often mentions to me about some of the beautiful woodwork he does. He says, I have to sit in repose, and then I see it. To take a book and to follow the outline of that book, it would be impossible.
It's more confusing.
Not in there. Let us go on with this term. You may follow me by reading if you want to now. Is everyone clairaudient, or can everyone become so? Says exactly what we've discussed here in class tonight. A clairaudience signifies unusual ability to hear sounds ordinarily unheard. Everyone cannot be at present in a clairaudient vision, but it is possible that all persons may be able to cultivate clairaudience if they so desire. You have to have the will to believe. You have to believe. The greatest miracle, I have taught this for years, that I have ever seen. It's not the ones that I read in the book. The ones that I've seen in person is when I found a man. I use this masculine expression, man, meaning man or woman. Beginning to do it. He who lives without a church or this kind of God knowledge that I'm teaching here tonight makes himself a spiritual orphan. You believe that? Don't take it in your own hands and rush it. Don't fake mediumship. You don't have to. It's there. Here's another question. It says, are children in these days sometimes clairaudient as they were in the days of old? The answer is given directly below. Decided that they are, and it often happens that when they are so, they are greatly misunderstood. The genuine spiritual endowment is mistaken in some form of disorder. You'd be surprised. I understand that the lecture was given here, Your Animal Lives. That's a great book. I have touched the hand and met the woman who wrote this book in person. I have worked with her husband on a public platform. Isn't this true? Sylvia Barbanelli. She explains too that love is the connecting knit, communication. That love, anything that demands attention, is love. Love with the deepest feeling that you have. And it will return to you many, many fold. Do you think that all sounds heard audibly emanate from the spiritual energy? Well, there's your answer. As we all are spiritual entities here and now, and always possession of psychic faculty, it is quite reasonable to decide on the basis of varied evidence that through we often receive communication from some spirit and our audience. We also sometimes receive telepathic messages in the same manner from persons still in the flesh. Now I have a phobia. I get panicked when I can't think of a name or something that I should know. And it isn't just dropping the subject that did it. Someone said, just forget it and the alone will come to you. Even in my own family. Even in my education, so to speak. I'll forget some very treasured gems that I used to love to quote. And I had to go. Ever since I was 16 years old, I've been able to quote that one. Let the dead past bury its dead, hoping that the ghost of past mistakes holds forth a warning finger to prevent repetition. I thought that was good. Now, every lesson that you learn is good. You know, I couldn't think of that. The beginning line of that. Never did. Man. It wasn't because I just dropped it something. But during the course of the day, toward nightfall, all of a sudden I wasn't even thinking of anything spiritualistic or communicative at all. A voice says, let the dead past bear its dead. So this was cut off. Hoping that the ghost of past mistake holds forth a warning finger. Don't do it again. That's why we have to wonder sometimes why we have to cope with many situations that happen to us that retard our progression. We may stumble, but that does not necessarily mean we have to fall. Is that right? everything that we experience is a lesson. And it's important to know this. Most of these people that I've had so many classes that I've seen so many times get a shiver and a shake down their back, and they're medium. It's funny, isn't it? They're medium. I saw a woman, she said her face was all pitted. God bless her. Felt sorry for her. That was just physical, she said. She says, in a former life, the reason my face is all condition it's in now is because I was dragged to the streets of old Egypt. You believe that? We are born a spirit. Man is, was, and always will be. God is our creator. Tonight, for one of the first experiences of actual getting into mediumship, I want some sincere volunteers how many people, I can't take you all tonight because time does not permit. I only have a half an hour left. But who is studying or wants to become clairaudient or clairvoyant? Then you take the chair in the rear. Another person, you take one of these chairs. What are you feeling?
Just getting out of the way.
You want to become a baby? You take it. Where is it? Where is it?
No, it's two up here. There's two in the back.
There's two in the back. Who else wants to become a one?
Okay.
I want you to give any thought out loud to the person that you're talking to. You understand me? You have a privilege of asking 3 questions. I want those who I call I want them to be the receivers. And I want the person who is the receiver to listen to the medium, so to speak, and answering the 3 questions. I'll put that heart back there. you will find time, make a notation of their name,
Okay.
and if you received anything, I want the recipient and anyone else want to be try to see what they say. Linda, you go back there. You? I don't know how to read sign language.
No one else?
I don't want students like that. I want you to say, I want to be.
Want me to write it
Well,
down?
thanks, John. Yes. I want you to say that.
Anybody else? Just one more. How about you? Bart? Bart? See what you can get. 3 questions. Be sure that these are not life readings. These are just simple questions. See if you touch upon it. And God has only your mind to think to. Use your own thoughts. Don't think you're making them up.
The thing is running like an electric motor going at high speed.
As I said, it's God's pretty busy thinking through his mind. He just left things underlined.
Make your reading short. 3 questions over.
I have a question. Do we direct this to whom we want it to answer to? Or do we just put it question out that we want answered in the ether?
You say whatever your thought tells you. See, you're not serving Amy, you're serving the person. And this is the best way to begin. Spiritually. Have you all got your chairs? Now I'll select the person who wants to read it. Who wants to have, see what they did right? Raise your hand. All right. Dorothy? Caroline? Thank you. Well, Sharon. All right. Choose anyone you want.
Okay, do they ask us the questions or we ask them the questions?
You ask them.
Okay. Now, I have a question. Now, I'm all being more technical, but that's the way I think. Now, do we ask the questions in our mind when we're sitting there?
Audibly.
Okay, or do we do it verbally?
You do it verbally.
Okay.
You see, I don't like my bad critique medium. I have so many people that say, can I have a reading? Can you tell me your name? You know, I got into discussion one time. I said, you're in bad position. You don't know your own name. Was I right or wrong? Don't test me. That's not a test. Now the rest of you can have short. Did everyone get a fair audience? Good. Yes. I was second John.
cutting it out. I had a lot of really small. I had a little boy
When there's a seat empty over there, or back there, they go.
But if you notice one thing, there's a little bit, there's a lot of when you wait to interpret that.
No, I'd rather be the giver.
About this.
Maybe somebody or something's happened or something. And all of a sudden, you find ways to get you to the river. So you're your own. We're our worst.
how do I know what I'm getting that around?
Well,
They know something, especially when you're when they that a lot.
right, you're not sure you remember the plan. You're not.
Well, I've been asking people, I've been asking people how a boy or girl, so I'd like to see, you know, and range of answers. Well, in grade won't say girl. In my lesson, in regard to form, December 22nd is my meeting. No, it's funny. I don't want to actually know concretely. I'll just not, but I like to get it.
Right.
So this girl, Alyssa, please know her. Facebook is my favorite. But I like Alyssa. And it was a boy who was
I would just be clear on supervisor after I'm lacking serotonin from this day by the community. I learned so much. Can't wait
On my question, the young man at the end back there, I don't know what's the name here, I was the end here.
Got time for one more. Make it short. John is open for one more.
Right.
What? Oh, you're, oh, hi. I'm here. I got a little bit of that.
Try anything else? There you go.
I